What's up, Starcraft fans? You are watching a co-op mutation. I am CTG, and today we're doing special delivery on Void Launch. We're doing Nexus Co-op this time, so custom arcade Nexus Co-op, create lobby, click start game, wait for a list loading screen, and let Brian tell us about the mutation.
Void Launch is the map where we have to shoot down Amon's shuttles. There are 7 waves of shuttles, which increase in size, number of prongs, and escorts. We cannot let more than 4 shuttles escape, otherwise we lose the game. Extra enemy waves periodically spawn near your units. Every enemy unit spawns Broodlings upon death. And they also explode when they die, dealing damage to your guys.
Thank you, Brian. So for this one, I'll choose to go Stetboy, and my ally will be Tosh. It'll be an idle ally, so I'll be essentially soloing this as Stetboy. My masteries will be treatment frequency, since as Brian said, everything will be exploding in our face, and the Broodlings will want to get to us to explode in our face. So we'll want to keep getting healed to stay alive. We'll want mercenary munitions, so that Rainer's guys will keep us alive as long as possible, and an extra evolution so I can get the extra unit at the start. So let's start. Stetboy as a commander of Nexus Co-op is kind of the same as the regular Co-op version, except in this version, he doesn't have a Super Gary hero unit. He spawns on the field as the hero healer. So that's kind of unique to this commander. The hero is a healer. And as you can see, he doesn't spawn with a mecha hatchery. He does spawn with a mecha overlord, but you can see this thing does have a missile pod. Yeah, right there, missile pod right there. I'm pointing to it. So I'll use that to deal damage to the rocks right away. So you can see I actually sent the overlord to the ice rocks to destroy it as fast as possible, because for this game I'll want a fast command center. I'll go command center first here, and I will do the Nexus Co-op and X solo command so I can hide this here command center. And I'm actually destroying the Merc compound so that the enemies will stop spawning. I've played this, no joke, 35 times. I counted. And this is the only way I've found success, is to destroy my ally's Merc compound so that it doesn't draw enemies. Because as Brian said, the enemy extra waves will spawn near our guys. And this Merc compound counts as our guys. So I don't want them to spawn there. And to do that, I'll destroy it on my own. As you can see, I used the second missile barrage, and now the command center started. As you can see, Stetboy builds his guys, or his structures at least, like Protoss. He starts the construction, and then he kind of just sends the SCV back on its merry way to build the next stuff. So we have 2 more refineries constructing here. As you can see, at the 2-minute mark, I will be able to summon this little gift, which contains Egon Stetman, the hero. And you can see he doesn't attack on his own. He has a little drone thing, which is basically the head of the photon cannon, a Protoss photon cannon, which just destroys the enemies. It's not awfully fast, but it does the job. You can see it goes down fairly okay. And now, Stetboy produces his units using a mecha hatchery, which is similar in name only to the real Co-op version. The mecha hatchery is basically his barracks. He produces units out of here, but the workers come out of the Capuchirnos command center. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced, apparently. So, I have these command centers, rallying workers here. Gas is a very important resource for Stetboy, so I've decided to go for the gas early. As you can see, the enemy Sky Terran is actually a good enemy composition for me, because they don't come with a lot of units. And they are ranged, so they'll naturally keep far away from us and allow us to kind of shoot them from distance. You can see the gases in the expansion started. The gases in the main have been mining for a while. So how this tech works for Stetboy is, I want to rush the tech tree basically, so it can unlock these special upgrades on the artifact experimental bench and the wrecked engineering bay. I want to get all these upgrades so that means get extra healing, and I get extra evolution points so I can make my units better. The evolution points are spent on my units, and my unit of choice for this game is going to be this Mutalisk, which is called by a different name, but it's basically a Mutalisk. It deals a lot of damage, as we will see later on. Now, The next step of the tech tree is the Hydralisk Den. It's a tech tree, but it doesn't have any upgrades on it. You can see the spawning pool doesn't have any upgrades. The Hydralisk Den also does not have any upgrades, so I want to actually get them so I can unlock upgrades on the Artifact Experiment Bench and the Engineering Bay, as I mentioned earlier. Statboy has the option to use the basically a Terran hybrid thingy mecha version of the Void Seeker for Zeratul. It functions basically like a Void Seeker for Zeratul, except it carries Statboy, not Zeratul. Yeah. So you can see these Terran units, the bunker, the Marines inside, the siege tank, the Goliaths, and the SCV come out of the top bar. These will spawn, or at least become available on the top bar every few minutes. And what I can do is just deploy them as defenses. So I've chosen to go the defense route. I will not go for the bonus objectives here because they will just kind of mess me up. It's very difficult on its own because everything literally explodes in my face. So I just want to keep it alive long enough so I can summon the copyright attack. This science facility will spawn a lot of science vessels and bots that will detonate lots of explosions, but more importantly, they will play Mario music, which is basically the copyright attack. Anyway, I have these SCVs repairing this here Overlord. I initially wanted to destroy many buildings, but I kind of never got time to do it. So you can see this. You can see this Mulus is glowing. It's emitting some sort of energy. Okay, now I'm getting vision here from the Mutalisk, and Statboy is using the copyright attack. You can see he's now deploying it, and it will drop this here science facility, which will spawn all these science vessels, and you can see playing the copyright music. And now these units will explode upon the lapse of the timer. I'll show that later. I'll show one explosion. And this guy will... There we go. Detonate a nuke upon death. So these bunkers here will allow me to destroy these shuttles, which are not undefended because this copyright attack has drawn away all its defenders. So I drop here a line of Rainer dudes to help defend. Meanwhile, my Mutalisks are helping to destroy these Vikings to minimize the firepower, or at least the damage being dealt by the enemy, allowing most of Rainer's guys to survive. Some of Rainer's guys to survive. You can see it dealt significant damage to this base. It's actually kind of open now, so it's pretty nice. Meanwhile, you can see back here at home, I am now researching, or I'm now building the Mecha Ultralisk Den, which will allow me to get the last tier of upgrades for Statboy. You can see the last tier of upgrades on the Engineering Bay. And then, once I have enough gas, this costs 400 gas. Quite expensive, actually 200 gas, quite expensive still. That will allow me to get this research so I can get even more artifact essence thing, which will make my units able to upgrade. Basically, these units have an evolution button on the right there, kind of like the Haka. So they get better with more upgrades. But I need to spend these evolution points to actually get upgrades for them. So I want to get as many upgrade points or evolution points as possible to make my guys better. You can see Statboy just standing behind his guys to heal them up, and heal them up pretty effectively. So this bonus is kind of forfeit. I'm not really planning on saving it. And you can see I'm flowing a lot of minerals this game. The Mutalisks is a very gas-heavy strategy, same as a 1v1. So the minerals, I decided, will go toward these Chatter auto turrets, which are basically auto turrets. They're good mineral dump, and they are a good meat shield, and they also shoot the Broodlings. Pretty good overall use of my mineral dump. Statboy healing up the Mutalisks so that they can continuously fight. I have 5, actually now 7 Mutalisks, all dealing, well, some of them are dealing damage, meanwhile others are only now flying to the battlefield. I want to keep upgrading these Mutalisks so that they can be very strong and survive the oncoming fights, and also delete the enemies before they are able to themselves get deleted. Strong attack wave coming over here. We will have to deflect that. Of course, delete this thing first. Got a bunch of air units here. So I'll need to actually defend this line first, since this is the main line of defense. The bulk of the attacks will come through here, so we'll need to keep this line defended. Preserve as many of my guys, or at least Rainer's guys, as possible, so that we can hold out longer. That this one Marine, this guy has seen things. He has seen all of his guys go up in flames and explosions, and well, I guess he wanted to join them. He was like, you know what? I love my friends so much. They're not really worth missing. So I think I might as well join them on their merry little afterlife quest. So he basically just joined them in the afterlife. So now we have all the tech unlocked. I have a bunch of Mulisks in my base. I probably should have routed them here to the front, but it's fine. Once again, I'm flying Mulisks out here, and that means one thing. Stet Boy has the copyright attack ready, and that is now deploying. You can see it dealt significant damage to all those guys. It destroyed a Thor upon impact. That's pretty, well, impactful. You can see, once that science vessel gets destroyed, it will detonate a nuke, which is only helpful to me. I'm not complaining. You see, it just keeps detonating nukes over and over again. I like that. I'm all in favor of that. And another byproduct of that is that while these shuttles are flying over that area, they will get detonated, or they will get damaged by the nukes, as you can see right here in a few seconds. There we go. Significant damage. Terrible, terrible damage. That one top bar cleaned up all those shuttles, which is very nice. Attack wave over here, which is pretty strong, but the good news is the mutants have time to recover, and more importantly, my army has time to grow during that time that I'm getting these shuttles destroyed. You can see I've grown this area significantly. I've added auto turrets to them. This area also now has a line of turrets, which should be pretty effective in keeping the enemy out of my base. Delete these things. Just keep fighting them. As long as my units are fighting the ranged enemies, they will get their explosions minimized, which is good for me. They'll be able to mass up. So now you can see I have a strong line of turrets here and a strong line of Rainer bunker guys on the left side. The right side needs a little bit of support, so I will go there soon. I'm kind of supply blocked right now, so I kind of have to go back to my base and build some overdudes when I note it. We'll build more turrets here to make them even more stalwart in defense. These SCVs, actually, oh my goodness, this SCV is just getting blocked. This guy's like, nope, you're working too hard, buddy. You are too busy, my friend. You need to chill out, hang around for a while, and just kind of enjoy your life here. You know, your life is very short. You're a lowly SCV with 45 health. You'll go down in a few hits. In fact, you'll go down to probably one self-destruction explosion. So, you know what? Maximize your time, my friend. Enjoy your life. Don't be so stressed out. Just stick around. Just stand and smell the ice roses things. Yeah, just enjoy life. Not like that shuttle. That shuttle has no chill. Even though it's on void launch, and it's probably the chillest map in the literal sense, that bonus objective is one of the least chill bonus objectives. It's so urgent. Like, we gotta get to the research, man. We can't let the armies finish their job. No, we have to go in now because reasons, guys. A line of turrets doing their job better than I thought, actually. Look at this. Look at this line of turrets. Oh my goodness, they're repelling an entire attack wave. These turrets are doing better than I expected, to be honest. I think all those times that I kept failing this, the first 34 times, I wasn't building enough turrets. And the 35th time, I finally decided to get my stuff together and build turrets. You can see that this line of turrets is, this whole line of turrets is, look at this, look at this SCV. This SCV has no chill, and then it got destroyed. See what happens? This SCV here chills out, and it survives. That's a lesson for you guys. Take your time, enjoy life. Don't be like that busy SCV who's running around doing everything. Be like the chill SCV who just hangs around with this Goliath buddy over here. Garfield the Goliath. Or whatever his name is. Maybe his name is Gerald. Geralt of Rivia. This is actually Geralt of Rivia, guys. He has this... The left Gatling gun is the steel sword, and the right Gatling gun is the silver sword. And apparently, the monsters are his friends, because that's how it works. Yeah. The copyright attack over here, deleting everything in sight. I actually saved the copyright attack for this wave, the 5th wave of shuttles, and I'll have another one in time for the 7th wave of shuttles, the last one. You see, I got a bunch of enemies, coming my way, and these set of nukes will be pretty helpful in actually helping me deal with this attack wave. Meanwhile, the Mutalisks are now large and in charge, not in the big sense, but in the number sense. Look at them go. I now have a respectable flock of Mutalisks. Look at that. 22. 22 of them, guys. I know how to count. 8 per row. Oh, no. They were 22. Now they're 21. And more! There's more! This guy, though, does not seem long for this world. He's trying to take on too much on his own. He's like that one SCV who was trying to do too much. And he will get healed, I think. I think that guy got healed. But they do eat a secret missile to the face. I do split that one. That is pretty nice. You can see they're nice and strong now. I've upgraded them enough times that they are now glowing purple and yellow at the same time. They're glowing fuchsia, guys. Fuchsia. Spell fuchsia. No, I think I'll spell red instead. They're glowing red. R-E-D, red. I know how to spell red. Actually, it's more like purple. So P-U-R-P-L-E, it's glowing purple. F-U-C-H-S-I-A. That's how you spell it, guys. Anyway, so this shuttle here is once again not chilling. That's why it's going to be not long for this world. Another row of turrets here to help defend this row against all those shuttles trying to make their way. And if anyone were a smart enemy, he would probably send every single one of the shuttles all at the same time. But, you know, good thing for us, he's also not chill at all. This ghost is hanging around here. See, this ghost took the lessons of this SCV to heart. This SCV got taught a very important life lesson. Take your time. Enjoy life. Stop and smell the roses. They're ice roses. And now this ghost is also taking that lesson and not being too stressed with his life too much. And these Mutalisks, they know when to retreat. They're not going that fight with all them explosions, all them shuttles. They're gonna make the enemy disperse a little bit. They're gonna divide and conquer. Let some enemies chase after them. Other enemies take their time so that all the explosions don't line up at once and delete all their health bars. And they're gonna run to the safety of their friends. These turrets are their friends. These are their flaming betties. These are their blaster billies. These are the chatter auto turret persons. Yes. Got a Banshee here just wailing away. The good news is this SCV does out heal the Banshee, so yeah, good luck there, Banshee. You're not gonna do that much work before my Mutalisks catch up. There it goes. So now we have one wave remaining. As I've been on record saying many times, Void Launch is a one-wave map, so everything will rely on whether I'm able to handle this wave or not. And the good news for me is I do, in fact, have a money attack available right now, and I will use that to distract most of the attack wave, which will come soon, from actually hitting my defenses, so that my defenses can properly focus on the attack wave. And here comes the last money attack, copyright attack. Well, for Nintendo, it's a money attack. Now, these turrets right here need to hold long enough for the rest of my Mutalisk flock to come in. Snipe shuttle number 1, snipe shuttle number 2, and snipe shuttle number 3. So that's 3 down. We have 8 more. Sorry, 7 more, I'm sorry. I can't do math that well, apparently. Well enough. Decently enough. You can see a lot of these dualists over here. And a lot of these battle crews are damaged because of the copyright attack I unleashed earlier. 2 more shuttles go down because they got this escort wave got sufficiently distracted by the copyright attack. And now my Mutalisks will fly over here and snipe these 3 shuttles. You see, I don't need to destroy all of them. The more enemies I destroy here, the more explosions my Mulisk will have to eat. So the smart place is to just snipe the shuttles to minimize the explosion damage. And that will be the last shuttle. Did I let any escape? I did not let any shuttles escape. That is this map soloed using Stetboy on brutal difficulty with Mulisks. Not gonna lie, that was tough. It took me 35 attempts, not even kidding, 35 attempts to get a good clean win. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you can do, please leave that in a comment. I'll see you guys next time.